Ipapatuloy ang pagdinig ng Kamara tungkol sa krisis sa tubig. Panoorin po natin.
Willing to give that as compensation sa mga customers nyo, ibabalik nyo yung cost ng 30 cubic meter a month nila. That will cost you how much if you were to return that amount to them on a monthly basis hanggang hindi pa naayos to? Because you said by May, that's about 2 months, right? From now, March, April, May, about 3 months. No? Magkano yun, yung 30 cubic meter?
Typically, the bills of our customers is about 600 pesos, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So that's about 600 million per month. 1.2, diba? So 700 million will be the equivalent of the requirement of each individual on putting it on financial terms. Is Manila Water willing to compensate those who were naperwisyo ng itong crisis na to for the next 3 months, which will account to probably just 1.8 billion. Kung 600 to 700 million times 3, about 2 billion, which is not even half of what Manila Water earned last year. No? Is that something that you will be willing to do to compensate your customers?
Your Honor, Manila Water will always be operating under the concession agreement. And I think what we have seen here this morning is that there are very clear performance review standards, penalties that are required. When we are doing well, there is a reward system. When we are not doing well, there is a very clearly prescribed penalty system. And the stance of Manila Water as a concessionaire is always to respect whatever is enshrined in the concession agreement, working with MWSS on any issue.
Well, yun nga problema namin eh. I think our regulatory office is remiss in that aspect. So we are finding it hard to understand what is the recourse of our public as far as compensation is being discussed. No? So I was appealing to you that maybe, since you were party on that agreement, that you can probably enlighten us, enlighten the regulatory office, what is the penalty provision based on the agreed concessionaire agreement, and probably put in a little bit more, being a very conscious public company in the country, and probably compensate those people who have really suffered under this crisis.
Your Honor, I'm a president of a public company who also has retail investors. And the mandate I have been given by the company is to always respect the concession agreement.
Mr. De La Cruz, if there was going to be a class action suit against your company, what would be your reaction?
We will have to deal with any cases that are filed against us because that's something we cannot control. At the moment, given this shortage, we would like to do put all our resources and energy on things that are under our control. So our focus is on service restoration, Your Honor.
Because I fear is if they cannot find recourse with our regulatory department, they might resort to court action. I'm just giving this as a warning because, of course, all of us are experiencing this terrible water crisis, and it has affected millions of lives. And if there is no clear solution for the gravity of this event, then they might resort to going to something else. So, Mr. Chair, I think there seems to be a lot more things that has to be done in this particular situation.
Well, as a consumer, Congressman Albi, would you lead the filing of a class suit?
Mr. Chairman, at the rate we're going, I'm not getting sufficient answers, and the answers probably will have to be resorted into a court action if there is no clear understanding what compensation our customers will get arising from this water crisis.
But you are also your line of questioning would not also discount the possibility that the company would offer voluntary compensation.
That was my original question.
And if there was no generous offer of compensation, the public might be constrained to file a case against them. And that would
correct, Mr.
also
Chairman.
include the regulators.
I suppose so, Mr. Chairman, because these are the people involved.
Thank you very much, Congressman Benitez. Congressman Gas, then this committee will be summarized by Congressman BH.
Thank you, Mr.
BF, rather.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, ako po ay medyo nalulungkot dahil sa water crisis na nangyayari sa Manila Water. At ako'y natutuwa rin dahil nangako naman ng Maynilad ni Mr. Ramoncito Fernandez na ito hindi mangyayari sa area na kanilang sinasakupan. At dito kasama ang aking lungsod ng Parañaque. Anyway, alam po ninyo, kanina pa ako 2 oras na ako po dito. At ang pinag-uusapan ho dito ay yung concessionaire agreement na kung saan ay parang napaka-lopsided at nakikita natin ay pag may reward, okay sa concessionaires, pag may penalty, mukhang medyo nahihirapan. At hanggang ngayon ay hindi makakuha ng diretsong sagot ang committee. And yung sinabi ni Mr. De La Cruz na tinanong siya kanina kung willing siya mag-resign, kung kakailanganin, ang sagot naman niya ay paubayin niya sa kanyang mga may-ari ng kumpanya. Ako po ay nababahala doon sa regulator. Kasi yung sagot ho ninyo ay lagi ho nakatiwangwang, walang klarong sagot. At hanggang ngayon ay hindi ho klaro, matatapos na itong hearing ito, hindi po klaro kung ano ba magiging penalty ng Manila Water at ano magiging penalty ng Maynila kung sila ay ganito rin ang mangyayari sa kanilang kinasakupan. Hindi nga kay clear kung dapat patawan ng penalty o hindi. And this goes to my only question in today's hearing. Ang katanungan ko po, meron pong kumakalat na ang sasabi nila ay meron daw conspiracy between the provider at yung sinasabing gagawa ng dam. Ang teorya ganito, na may tubig naman. Hindi rin nililis dahil we have to pay the way to a dam project which is funded by the Chinese government. Question, yes or no lang? Totoo ba ho to o hindi?
Hindi po totoo. It's not correct.
Okay.
The Kaliwa is a part of our water security program.
Maraming salamat to, General Velasco. Sa Manila Water.
Hindi po totoo. Wala pong conspiracy. Our supply deficit is real.
So, there is a supply deficit pero kanina sinabi na ang anggat ay may tubig naman at hindi yun ang problema. Ang problema ay ang Manila Water. Tama po ba yun?
No, as I mentioned a while ago, Your Honor, ang anggat kasi limitado na yan eh. Wala natin ma-squeeze yan. Kaya kailangan maghanap na tayo ng additional water supply. And Kaliwa is the one that is now in place. But Kaliwa is not even the final solution because if we do the 600 million liters per day, siguro good for 5 to 6 years lang yan. That's why we are working on other sources to ensure that these things will not happen anymore again.
Well, I hope that this will not happen again dahil alam po ninyo, ang taong bayan